Welcome everybody. We're going to talk about the magic of up-leveling your communication and your leadership using the magic of contextual frames. And if that sounds a little bit too businessy for you, let's just start with a hello and welcome spring. Hooray. Oh my gosh. In England, in London, I don't know if my kids knew this, but this morning they decided to dress like my daughter wasn't wearing tights, she was just wearing socks, and my son decided not to wear his jumper, and I thought, are you crazy? It's cold, the heating is on. And as I stepped out this afternoon, it was like summer had come. It was crazy here in the UK. Hello boy, what's happening? So it's so warm, we're still playing outside, which is great because it gives me the opportunity to crawl on here and do a quick live training, because today I want to share with you a really cool hack on how to up-level your digital leadership. Now, wow, Nerf guns, enjoy, but you know that the parent in me wants to kick in and do some parenting, some last-minute parenting on Nerf guns, as if that helps. So, do we still need to think about digital leadership and communication now that lockdown is lifting and we might all be out in the world? Well, if you'd like to get some clients without having to talk to people one-to-one all the time, if you'd like to up-level your positioning so when people talk to you, they already know you and trust you and have a feeling that they have a relationship with you, that they kind of get you, then it's a really good idea to rock the camera and share your message with the world. Also, you know, there comes a time in your life and in your career where you want to up-level your expression, and you just want to be somebody who accesses their deep messages and gets them out. Sometimes I like to think, well, I don't know if I like to think, but I sit and I think, if I wasn't in the world anymore, did I say what I needed to say? Did I really share the insights that I have? Did I create impact? And the answer is always going to be, well, yeah, kind of, and there's so much more. Please don't let me go now. So what is this more? If you have that as well, what is this more? Oh, hello, WhatsApp messages. Good idea to turn them off when you go live. Let's do that now. Boom, done. What is this more? And the more is, the more willing I am to go really deep inside myself, the more access I have to this stuff. And the more you cultivate communicating on the spot, the easier it will be for you to bring your wisdom out in the world. But here's the thing. Even if you have a great message, how do you get it heard? How do you make it so that people get you and feel you and love you? And how do you make it that people take your message seriously, that they see you as a go-to person for something? This is where, in my experience and what I see with my clients, the video leadership, digital leadership has really helped us move leaps and bounds. But it's not just about putting a camera in your face and thinking because you are on a live, the world's going to shift. It's how you talk about it and what you talk about. And for that, I have a super useful idea. And that is the magic of contextual framing. Now, what on earth am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the thing that makes a difference between something sounding like, meh, cool, good for you, and, oh my gosh, I want it, give it to me now! How do we do that? So, let me give you an example. If I was to tell you that I've got a really cool breathing exercise that's super useful and that you can use in your business, and I can teach you so many more breathing exercises because they're so good and they're going to really help you with your presence on camera, are you going to be interested? Probably not. Are you going to buy this from me? Probably not. But what if I shared with you the most effective way to soothe your nervous system when it gets activated, when you feel under stress? What if I was talking about how difficult it is sometimes being under pressure and finding your words? What if we were talking about trying to do live video where you come across elegantly, sophisticated and articulate with ease? But maybe you too find that when you put the camera on yourself, the words that you wanted to say just go, or the messages that you're creating are so much more superficial than you know they could be. What if I had a solution that helps you gracefully and easily create messages that people want to hear? Would you be interested to hear that? So now I've given a context. I've created a context. Oh, thank you for the heart. I love it. Please feel free to share hearts and loves and comments. I find that super exciting when it comes to live. So we've just created a context, because now I can say, well, I've got a really useful tool for you to soothe the nervous system. Maybe I'll explain to you that the reason why we lose access to our words, our wisdom, our clarity under pressure is that we are getting a stress response, which means your nervous system is activated. And as you know, when your nervous system is activated and you're having a stress response, the blood is drained from your brain and it goes into the limbs so that you can run or you freeze. And you're not going to fight on camera, are you? Let's face it, it's not that sort of situation. But the freezing is very common. Also, actually, the lesser known response, fawning, where you get overly pleasant. Hello, and you really need to be liked so much, and it comes across a little weird. That also happens on camera under that kind of pressure a lot. So your nervous system is having this response. And the way you can soothe your nervous system is by using a very deliberate breathing technique. And I teach this to every client that I have. And it is amazing how quickly it brings the result. And we're talking senior partners at Deloitte going from being wooden on camera to delivering a cracking presentation with charm and grace and entertainment value. We're talking about people who found it really difficult to articulate, relaxing and being their best self. And all that because we know how to soothe the nervous system. Now, do you want to know what it is yet? I hope so. Now I can talk about breathing and the exercise that I like to teach people. And by the way, I do actually teach this tool in my masterclass. If you'd like to see it, let me know, put a comment below and I'll send you the link for it. Super, super useful. Now, in this video, I'm sharing with you the magic of contextual frames. So can you see that when we give something a context in which the value of the solution really becomes apparent, the whole communication becomes more interesting. We're sitting on the edge of our seat. We're like, come on, give it to me, let me know. We're becoming engaged. Our mind hooks in. And that's what you want when you're communicating with people, is you want them to be engaged. You want them to want to hear you, right? And so we want to think about the frames that we can create around the messages that we have. So here's how you do it practically. Think about the point you want to get across, and then think about a greater context that this point sits in. Really good idea is to think about a pain point that it resolves. I have a visitor from a young person with very cross eyes. What's happening, Momo?
The shot my head with a gun.
Oh,
2 feet gone.
You got a Nerf gun bullet on your head?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to sort this out in a minute.
He shot me on the head.
Wow. This is real life drama, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to hop off this live, right? And deal with some real life contexts. I hope you found this super useful. Let me know how you're getting on with it. If you have any questions about your digital leadership, the Video Impact course's doors are opening. And tomorrow, I will let you know what that's all about. So if you have questions, DM me. Tomorrow I will let you know what the course is about, where I teach high-level leaders, CEOs, how to take their communication, their digital leadership to the next level with grace and ease and fun, and really show up as your best, most vibrant, alive, authentic self on camera. I gotta go. Have a wonderful evening, day, night, morning, wherever you may be. Take care for now. Bye. You saying bye?
Bye-bye.
Boom, bada boom.
Leon actually shot me on the head.